the haunted version. Look how cool that is. Yeah, so we missed this part. So let's just watch. Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog show, and today we're heading out to the Immersive Van Gogh exhibit in Los Angeles. So basically what that is well, as the title of the show says, immersive. It's a big immersive show of Van Gogh's paintings, and it looks pretty freaking awesome. I just want to check out the show, and I want to give you guys a rundown of my thoughts of the show. Before we went in, this is the LA. I don't know if this is all Van Gogh exhibits, but this one specifically in LA, they did check to see if we were vaccinated, so you do have to bring your vaccination card. At least at the moment of this recording, they definitely are looking for the vaccination cards right at the entry. So just be aware of that. Also, I will get into prices as this video goes on, and I will run down the prices. I do want to also just mention real quick that I am using my cell phone. I'm not using the camera that I usually use. I don't know how they are with vlogging at these things. So right off the bat, I just want to say that this show is, like it says in the title, very immersive from the minute you walk in, right off the bat. So as you walk in, you even before you get into the actual show, through the lobby, there's a little area where you can buy some food, and it's beautifully decorated, and it's just all very Van Gogh, like everything Van Gogh. So and it's just gorgeous, and you look around and you can see all the decorations in the lobby, and it's just gorgeous. And there are quite a few things in there you can read before you go in to kind of understand who Vincent Van Gogh is. And then upon walking into the actual show itself, now the show itself was already going on when we arrived. I went, me and one other person. We arrived and the show was already going on, and this show was very visceral. It wasn't a narrative. I mean, the art itself that was projected all around you, it just, you had this feeling of being totally, I hate this word, but because it's so overused, but immersed into the whole kind of this whole different world that you go into. And like I said, it's very visceral. It's non-narrative. It's very moving too. Like the music that goes along with each piece that's being presented on the screens all around you. The music really was a nice complement to a lot of the visuals. So I was pretty impressed. You do miss like the first few minutes of it. We stayed for the next show. Like a lot of people left and clapped at the end of the show and left, and they immediately, I'd say probably within minutes, started the show back over again. So it looks like it's kind of running on a loop. And there is a beginning and there is an end, but it's not, like I said, a narrative. It's more visceral, and it's not as important to have to catch it from the beginning. It's just this really, the colors and the color temperature changes quite a bit. You got some really warm reds and yellows in one painting, and then you got something like the Starry Night, where it's more of a cooler blue and purple and all these cool temperatures in your colors, and it's just really beautiful. It was just, I really enjoyed it. There's also designated circle circles on the ground, and there's some seating. Some of the circles had seating in it. There were seats in some of the circles, and some of the circles you had to stand up. So if you wanted a seated area, now these circles are designated for your group of, for people, and I believe it's probably for the whole, pandemic thing. I'm not supposed to talk about that, but that's what it's for. But I really think it would benefit to just keep that circle idea even outside of this whole shutdown thing, because it really made it easy to walk through it. Because of that, most people stayed in their designated circles. But back to the show itself, it was gorgeously animated. That was what was really cool and really surprised me a lot, that there was a lot of animation in this exhibit. And I thought it was great. Watching the paintings come alive in front of you through animation was just something amazing, along with the music and the sudden darkness that happened a lot of times. And the animation was really cool. But also, I want to say that I did lose my equilibrium a couple times, because they do this thing where the painting kind of comes up, and it's all, like I said, it's all around you. It's surrounded. The whole room is just surrounding you, and you got this. So it feels like you're like on an elevator at a couple moments during the show, and it's really awesome though. But let's get into prices. So there was two different prices that we chose, two options that we were given for prices. And the two options were peak hours and off-peak hours. Now the off-peak hours are obviously cheaper, and they're quite a bit cheaper. So off-peak hours are $39.99. The peak hours are $54.99. So $54.99. Overall, we ended up spending over $100. That's including parking. So like I said, $15 for parking in a parking garage next door to the show. I think when it was all done and said, it was about $105 or $110 for two people. So if you're just one person, obviously that's going to be cheaper. But anyway, people, thank you so much for joining me on this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you all the information that you needed. If you plan on going to it, I totally recommend it. As a one-time thing, of course. I don't need to ever go back to it again, but as a one-time thing, I thought it was fascinating. And yeah, check it out, guys, if you feel like spending the money. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next vlog. All right, guys, bye-bye.